In this video, we are going to show how to add a new electricity meter to an account in GHGi Analytics. The first thing to do is get a copy of an electricity bill relating to the meter that you want to add. After logging in, this takes you to the dashboard page where we select Setup in the navigation bar and in the drop-down select Add Electricity Meters. You're not limited to setting up just one meter at a time. The drop-down allows you to select up to 100. However, we're just going to set up one electricity meter, so we select one from the drop-down and click the button Add Meters. This brings up an Add an Electricity Meter form. Next, we look at an electricity bill. Your bill may not look quite like this, but it will contain the three pieces of information we require. I have anonymized this bill. The first thing is the supply number, also called the MPAN. You will find it in a multi-box grid as shown here. The MPAN stands for Meter Point Administration Number, and it uniquely identifies an electricity supply point, both for domestic and business meters. Now, you will need this meter serial number, which you will also find on the bill. This must not be confused with the MPAN. A physical meter can be replaced, and over time it certainly will. The MPAN, however, will remain constant for a given location. Finally, we need to determine the number of rates involved. This could be up to 6, but in this case it is 2, night and day. Once this information has been collected, we can proceed. We enter the details of the MPAN into the grid on the form. Please make sure that you copy the numbers into the form in the same way as they are shown on the bill. The fields with red descriptions are required fields, and they must be fully completed. The next thing we see is submeter. This is used when your company uses a meter to monitor a specific piece of equipment or area, perhaps where you have tenants and need to measure their usage. For most organizations, we will leave this set in the default position No. We then enter the meter serial number. In this case, K17D 4116. Then in the number of rates drop-down, we select night and day, 2 rates, as we saw in the form. And then the common site name. This is a required field. Your company may have several sites, and you will probably want to see the emissions data for each one. This must be chosen in advance and used for all energy sources on that site, not just electricity. I've used HQ. Precise location refers to the location of the meter. It helps staff members to find it if they need to take a reading. In this case, the cupboard under the stairs. Site address. I've used Big Lane, Derby, and the postcode DE990ZZ. They're used for reporting purposes. To make it clearer if you have multiple sites. The next one we're going to look at is site code. Site code is a required field and must be decided beforehand. If you have multiple sites or locations, you must use a different site code for each site or location. In this case, I'm going to use Wood 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Following this, we use the supplier name drop-down to select the supplier that provided the bill, in this case Ørsted. Periodicity refers to how often you receive a bill, we will select monthly, and percentage responsibility defaults to 100. This field is used if you are rebilling a percentage of the bill to another organisation, as might be the case if your business was running serviced offices. We can ignore the last two boxes and then click on the Add Meters, and the meter is added to the account as we see here. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video helpful.